Hey guys, my name is Yvonne, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a little recipe. One of my mom's signature dishes, if not her signature dish, the most beloved of all time, the one she's made 1 million, maybe 2 million times, the Aubergine Parmigiana. As you can see, the first step, just prepping the aubergines, the star of the show. I've already sliced quite a few of these aubergines here. I may be doing 3 or 4, maybe 5. Numbers don't matter, okay? In the kitchen, it's all about your eye, your mouth, your hands. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but stick around because soon you're going to be a cookie maestro just like me. And you're going to know all kinds of kitchen words like mise en place. Anyway, so I think this is enough aubergine. Look, I got stacks of it. I wish this aubergine was money because then I'd be a rich man, but in a way it is. As you can see here, I've got my olive oil getting real hot. We're talking medium high heat. We want this to pre-fry our aubergines, and our aubergines are going to get nice and pre-fried in this oil. Normally, what my mom does, she coats them in a little bit of flour. Too finicky for me today. I don't want to go through the hassle. My kitchen's small, I barely have any space. Pardon my French. I barely have any space to work with. Getting flour on a newly washed floor is not what I have in mind. I don't want to spend Sunday morning cleaning the goddamn floor. I hope you understand. Here's a little trick for you guys. Garlic, right? We don't want to put too much garlic flavor in the dish. Now, you do whatever you want. Maybe some people like extra garlic flavor. Look, I've eaten this dish 20, 30, 40, 50 times. I can tell you, you don't need a lot of garlic flavor. A little subtleness will do you good. So what we do, we peel a little bit of this garlic. I'm not going to throw that away. That was almost a big mistake. I'm just going to add a few little garlic cloves. I'm not even going to take them out. We're going Jamie Oliver style, rustic. You know, he likes to cook rustic. We're going to follow in his footsteps. Shell on. We're not even going to take this off. Look at this bad boy. Are you going to focus on that?
No.
No? What about now?
Yeah.
Can you see this?
I can zoom in.
Can you see this little bastard? So just like that, crack them a little bit. Boom, into the hot oil. Whoa, look at that. You might be thinking they're going to get burned. It doesn't matter. We want to give the oil that smell of garlic. Look at that. It's crackling. Now I'm going to place a little aubergine down, and look at that sizzle. Just listen to that. Oh. And we're just going to fry these, and it's a process where we have to be patient. If you have a bigger kitchen, use 2 pans. Use 2 pans. It really is up to you. I'm not in that much of a rush. I'm going to fry these one little batch at a time, and when I'm done with the first step, I'll get back to you and we'll show you what to do next. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on the cheese. That's coming later. Your mouth's going to be watering by the time I'm done with you, kid. All right, I'll be back in a sec. That's done. We're about to begin assembly soon. And the rest of this dish is actually quite simple. It's cheese and tomatoes, really. So cheese and tomatoes and some aubergine. If you want to know how to make a real good one, it's not hard. All you need is some tomatoes, preferably San Marzanos. In a can, works great. Get the can, squish them. Squish them with a little bit of basil and some salt. Guess what? A little bit more salt than you might think necessary. If you want to go real good, real professional mode, measure the salt in grams. Generally speaking, about 1%, 500 grams of tomatoes, 5 grams of salt, that's good. So, we got our tomato sauce. Then we got some nice mozzarella. Just 3 balls of mozzarella. Get the nice fresh kind. You know, this is just a few nice balls of mozzarella. And of course, on top, a little bit of grated Parmesan, or in this case, I'm using Grana Padano. I've been thinking that it's called Gran Padano my whole life. Turns out it's Grana Padano. Go figure. I think it might be a Mandela effect. Look into it. Gran Padano. That's how I remember it. Well, I have a little secret ingredient, a little wild card in the arsenal, and that's pre-baked cherry tomatoes. I'm pre-baking them now, nice and low, 160 degrees Celsius. That's about 320 degrees Fahrenheit. They're going to be in the oven for an hour. Once they come out, they're going to be caramelized. They're going to be deep. I'll take those out of the oven and show you just how they look. We'll give them 10 more minutes. Basil. That's another ingredient. A little bit of basil to give this the aroma of Italy. You're gonna feel like you're in Italy when you taste this Parmigiano. Don't buy the ticket to Rome. It's not worth it. Make this aubergine Parmigiano at home. You're gonna be thanking me. Tell them. Let me give you a taste test of one of these little baby tomatoes. Just tell you what makes them so special. Wow. Wow. It's like you take the flavor of one tomato, condense it, crush it. All of the dead weight, all of the stuff that's just there, taking up space, leaves, and what you get is the flavor. They become a little bit more chewy, a little bit more concentrated. Think sun-dried tomato, but not quite all the way. So now the moment you've been waiting for, the assembly. It's nice and easy. We're just going to want to cover the base of our baking tray with the aubergines. As you can tell, they're nice and brown and golden. I mean, look at that color. That is a fried aubergine. We're going to ladle a layer of our tomatoes on. Not too much, just to cover it. Look at that. And then we put a little bit of our Parmesan on it. Oh my God, sorry, our mozzarella. Our mozzarella. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. And you know what? We'll add a few extra sprigs. Just 2, but essentially repeat this process a few times. Once we're at the top layer, I'll show you how to make this Parmigiana pop. You still here? We're adding the final layer. Look, it's a real unfortunate ordeal. I didn't have like enough to cover the entire thing. So unfortunately the top layer, aubergine wise, it's not full coverage. But I'll tell you, we're gonna differentiate this layer a little bit. We're gonna make it a little sexier, a little more unique, because we know that the top layer, that's the layer you see, that's the layer people see. We want it to pop. And here comes the secret weapon, and I'm about to take it out of the oven. As you can see, they've gotten shriveled up, they've lost a bit of their moisture. When the moisture leaves, the flavor within the tomatoes doesn't go anywhere, it just intensifies. So we're going to put these on top, all over the top, and it's just going to look beautiful. And what's more is...
Parmesan.
That's right, except we have grana padano. Don't tell any Italians I said this, but once this is all baked and in the oven and crispy and crackling and brown and beautiful, I couldn't tell you the difference between Parmigiano and grana padano. I know that is blasphemy. I know. Anyway, I'm going to shove this baby into the oven and I'll show you how it looks once it's done, after I'm done putting a few more tomatoes on top. But this part, nobody wants to see, because it's boring. But that's what cooking is sometimes. Do not film the oven, it's dirty. I don't want anybody to know how we live. This goes in the middle of a 200 degrees Celsius oven, 400 degree Fahrenheit for, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour? Check on it, check on it. After 30 minutes, check on it. After 40 minutes, check on it. I only had to bake mine for about half an hour. Now we'll let it cool down for 10 minutes, if you can even wait that long, maybe 5. We'll add a few leaves on top, because green always makes things pop. And we know that the world we live in is a world of clout, social media, etc. And if you don't share it with others, then did you really experience it? Schrodinger's aubergine parm. If nobody observes you cooking and eating an aubergine parm, it is both eaten and uneaten simultaneously. It sort of exists in a strange quantum space. So that's a lesson for you. I don't think I need to taste it to tell you how good it'll be. Try it for yourself. Surprise yourself.